Look at me. We're on Morning Barbados, and we have now with us Prince Bazawule, that's the gentleman, Deidre Brathwaite, that's the girl, and they're with Pixld New Media. We are looking now at the Barbados Entrepreneurship Foundation as we continue to move business towards making Barbados the #1 and
entrepreneurship
thank you for 2020. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, but you've taken on New Media.
Yes.
As we move towards making Barbados the entrepreneurial hub by 2020. How important is that really as we go forward?
Well, we're in an age where everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Twitter. You know, YouTube is being viewed by millions of people. Millions of videos are being uploaded every day. And so we recognize that, you know, persons want to be more social. And that's the way to reach our target market, because we're trying to reach loads of people. You know, we're trying to make sure that we propagate the message and that the message gets out there. So it's very, very important that we use these new tools.
Communicating on the several platforms that exist.
Yes, so
and
that
there are
you can
others that are going to be developing.
Of course, there are lots of platforms. I mean, right now Facebook is the biggest. It's 600 million active users as of January 2011. But there are loads of other platforms, and you have to reach, you know, each person where they are, because everybody, even though it's 600 million, everybody isn't on Facebook or everybody isn't on Twitter. You know, so you have to make sure that your message reaches your community wherever they are.
Okay, you are young entrepreneurs,
Yes.
part of the BEF. They are making sure that everybody has as much information to move forward with the times and the technology. How do you see your role in making this happen as you move to 2020?
Well, I can say that, you know, Pixld, that's one of our core competencies, social media. So we've offered our services to the BEF to help them, you know, with their strategy and to get that message across in the best way possible. Because we find sometimes, you know, sometimes we jump head in. There's no plan, there's no strategy. So it's very important that we have those, you know, in place to make sure that we can propagate the message properly.
Prince, I want to ask you about how you get heard above the cacophony. We just finished talking to our software specialist about the fact that Google's uploads are now 100% more than they were last year this time.
Okay.
There's an enormous online presence.
Right.
Pixld's website, it's I hope we can pull it up in production, but it's one of those, it doesn't fit any one mold.
No.
How do you get heard above the noise and seen among the clutter?
We make an effort to have very outstanding projects, very outstanding websites. So we know, yes, like you said, there's a lot of sites out there. There's a lot of people trying to be seen on the internet. So we tap into our clients, including the BEF's unique strengths, and try to showcase that on the internet in a creative way. So like you said, it won't look like anything else out there. So hopefully, if a visitor came on your website, they actually got dragged in and they stayed and hopefully saw your message through your website. So we ensure to make sure they are outstanding.
Did you make a very bold announcement on your website? If your budget is less than 40,000 Barbados dollars, you'll need a bigger agency. Sorry. What's the thinking behind that statement?
The thinking is that we're a boutique agency. We're here to work one-on-one with you. And you know, when people come with bigger budgets, they tend to, you know, kind of want to control. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot more. So we like to be very creative. We think outside the box, and that's what we do best.
How important is that? Sorry, person, I'm curious. I mean, for those watching thinking, wow, I'd like to do something like that, how important is knowing what your core market is to an entrepreneurial business like yours?
It's very important. We've been told many times, you know, you need to be doing this or you need to be working with smaller companies, but you have to know where your market is, or not you get lost. You know, you have to have your niche. It's very important to have your niche, to know who you're servicing, to know, you know, the clients that you want to work with. Or not, you'll be trying to be all things to all people, and it never works out. It never works out for you, you know, properly.
We're talking about making Barbados the entrepreneurial hub by 2020. You're talking about people who are not thinking outside of the box, who are still very much boxed. When we want to move forward, what advice would you want to give to anybody operating any kind of business as we try to make this dream a reality?
Right, I do have one advice. Yes, you might have a lot more. I do have one. Do not be scared to embrace technology. right? Because technology is key, because you compare the companies here and services to the competition overseas, and the difference usually is the fact that the companies overseas have embraced technology, and they actually infuse it in their day-to-day running, and that is what I think companies like ourselves and the BEF are trying to push to people. Embrace it, integrate it in your modus operandi, and hopefully you would be a lot more productive.
Yeah.
Deidre?
I totally agree, and I think social media is something that helps you get your company out there. You know, earlier we were talking about what raises you above the clutter and all the backlinks. I mean, Google loves social media, loves Facebook. It'll help push your brand in the search engines. So it's very important that we all embrace social media and use it. And I mean, that's what the BF is doing. And I'd like everybody to come out, check us on Facebook, Barbados Entrepreneurship Foundation. We're also on Twitter at Beijing E-Team. And if you like to watch videos, YouTube as well, Beijing E-Team.
What I'm also hearing you to say, tell me if I've got it wrong, is that for those who are seeking to employ or to enter their own, to set up their own business, invite some young people in there, because you guys think differently.
Mindset. Yeah,
we think you're going to get that at 50? A different mindset?
Well, I mean, we've met some amazing people. Keith Miller is one of the persons, good morning, Keith, who I think is pretty amazing. And Keith is on Twitter, and I mean, it's just, you know, it's amazing that he embraces. So open your mind to the expansion, open your minds to what's available, the new media that exists, and be prepared to get in there and hustle. Like almost everyone else to be above That's the only thing that can
carve your niche, think outside the box. You offer web blog design services. That was a service that didn't even exist a few years ago. We never have enough time when our friends from the Barbados Entrepreneurship Foundation visit us, but we want to say thank you to Prince Bazawule and David Brathwaite of Pixld New Media Inc. Check them out on Facebook, and of course check out the Barbados Entrepreneurship Foundation. 11 11 11 on. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.